In governance and ethics, you have a topic called Lokpal. In governance and in ethics, you have a topic called Lokpal. Corruption is affecting the governance process. Corruption is considered as a great evil in the society. In India, from last 50 years, we were discussing about Lokpal bill. From last 50 years, we were discussing about Lokpal bill because corruption is not only illegal but also a moral hazard. Corruption is not only illegal but also moral hazard and also unethical. To ensure a corruption free society and to ensure good governance in the country, we need a strong mechanism called Lokpal. And Lokpal is not a new phenomena, new idea. In 1962, in the budget session in Parliament, they have discussed about an ombudsman called Lokpal, to constitute an ombudsman called Lokpal. In 1963, 64, there were lot many discussions in various circles about Lokpal. In 1966, the first Administrative Reforms Commission headed by Morarji Desai. In 1966, the first ARC headed by Morarji Desai have emphasized on Lokpal, and for the first time in 1968, Lokpal bill was introduced in Parliament. For the first time in 1968, Lokpal bill was introduced in Parliament. From 1968 to 2013, 8 times Lokpal bill was introduced. From 1968 to 2013, 8 times the Lokpal bill was introduced, and in 2013, Lokpal and Lokayukta Act 2013 was passed. In 2013, Lokpal and Lokayukta Act 2013 was passed. Even before that, in 2002, Constitutional Review Committee, Venkatachalaya Committee on Review of Working of the Indian Constitution suggested that Lokpal should be constituted, but PM should not be included. Prime Minister should not be included. Who said this? Venkatachalaya Committee. And later on, Morarji Desai Committee is the first ARC. Second ARC is Veerappa Moily Committee on Second Administrative Reforms also suggested the constitution of the mechanism institution called Lokpal without any further delay. So 1968 to 2018, 50 years of the journey of Lokpal, 50 years of journey of Lokpal, and today is the ending day of 2018, December 31st. Till date, Lokpal has not been appointed. Till date, Lokpal has not been appointed. So this is a debate that is going on in India. Lokpal is meant to bring reforms in governance and to bring about good governance, to bring about corruption free India and transparent India, and more importantly, to bring accountability in public services and to create a factor where public servants should be under some strong institution or mechanism where transparency and accountability, in a way corruption free society can be ensured, and those who are whistleblowers in the public servants, they should be protected. Those who are whistleblowers in the public services should be protected, and the assets and liabilities of public servants, not only public servants, their spouses and their dependent children should be declared fully under Lokpal. So, to bring such good corruption free administration, Lokpal mechanism was initiated. Lokpal as an ombudsman might be a new thing in India from last 50 years, but similar mechanism is present in Scandinavian countries 100 years back. Similar mechanism is present in Scandinavian countries hundreds of years back. Lokpal means the protector of the people, the protector of welfare. Welfare comes only with a transparent society. Welfare exists only in a transparent society. This is called Lokpal. In Lokpal, you have certain basic issues. First basic issue in the Lokpal is Anna Hazare in 2013 made a movement for Jan Lokpal. He made a movement for Jan Lokpal. His emphasis is on that, like Supreme Court, like Election Commission of India. Lokpal should be an independent and autonomous body answerable to no one. And Jan Lokpal wanted full scale autonomy to Lokpal without any political interference. But there is a criticism on Jan Lokpal saying that first estate, second estate, third estate, legislature, executive, judiciary, and fourth estate, the media, the press, and fifth estate will become Lokpal without any remorse and without any accountability. So, Lokpal should not become very strong as told by Jan Lokpal bill. Lokpal should not become very strong as told by Jan Lokpal bill. And here the condition is, in Lokpal there will be one chairperson and 8 members. One chairperson and maximum of 8 members. 4 members from judiciary, 4 members from non-judicial. 4 members should come from judicial side. 4 members should come from non-judicial side. And to appoint Lokpal, there should be a selection committee. For the appointment of President will appoint Lokpal, but based on the recommendations of selection committee. The selection committee will consist of 5 members. The selection committee shall consist of 5 members. Prime Minister of India, Speaker of Lok Sabha, Chief Justice of India, Leader of Opposition, and an eminent jurist. In Lokpal selection committee, there are 5 dignitaries: Prime Minister, Speaker of Lok Sabha, Leader of Opposition in Lok Sabha, Chief Justice of India, and an eminent jurist. And remember, in 2013 Lokpal bill was passed. In 2014 NDA government have come into governance. This is 2018. The Lokpal has not been appointed because there is no opposition leader. To get a status of opposition leader, the party should get at least 10% of votes. To get a status of opposition leader, the party should get 10% of seats. the party should get 10% of seats, not as a coalition but as a single party, not as a coalition but as a single party, the party should get 10% of seats. But the Congress did not get the status of opposition party, and the leader of the opposition party is not a single largest, is not a leader now. Congress is now a single largest party, not an opposition party. So there is an amendment required to change the word leader of opposition to leader of single largest party. And 1 year back, Supreme Court expressed dissatisfaction. 1 year back, Supreme Court expressed dissatisfaction, saying that the central government's efforts towards constitution of Lokpal are not satisfactory. The central government's efforts towards constitution of Lokpal are not satisfactory. In fact, Lokpal is a very important mechanism today which is needed in India, and this selection committee will select in the short listed names given by search committee. This selection committee will select from the short listed names given by search committee. The search committee will consist of 8 members. Recently a search committee was constituted under the chairmanship of former Justice Ranjana Desai, including Arundhati Bhattacharya. There are 8 people in the search committee. DOPT will give the names, probable names, search committee will pick the names, and few names are shortlisted and the names are given to selection committee. Selection committee might or might not pick up the names given by search committee. Selection committee might or might not pick up the names given by search committee. So this is the story. But till date, this leader of opposition is not there. The amendment proposed to leader of single largest party, but till date Lokpal has not been appointed. Till date Lokpal has not been appointed. The thing is, Lokpal have to finish off the investigation within 6 months. Lokpal can establish fast courts, special courts to trial the cases. Lokpal will have a direction and superintendence over CBI also, and Lokpal can call any public servant on whom prima facie case exists and can investigate the issue. The Lokpal can call. And the difference between CVC and Lokpal, Central Vigilance Commission and Lokpal. Central Vigilance Commission not only take up the complaints after the grievance, but also it also brings about awareness about vigilance and corruption issues. And CVC directly supervises, though it is not a boss of CBI. And CVC is a mechanism which depends on CBI in most of the cases for investigation, whereas Lokpal can take up any investigation agency at its call, can actually prove anything, and it is a strong mechanism which have very good status, which have backing of an act, Lokpal Lokayukta Act. In the state level, according to the act, within 1 year Lokayukta should be constituted. According to the act, within 1 year Lokayukta should be constituted. But most of the states have not constituted. Karnataka Lokayukta long back was considered as the topmost Lokayukta, where many issues like mining scams were unearthed because of the efforts of Lokayukta Karnataka. But the full functioning and effective functioning of Lokpal and Lokayukta is even today a distant mirage. The effective and efficient functioning of Lokpal and Lokayukta is even today a distant mirage. We are in a long wait for an effective Lokpal. We are in a long wait for an effective Lokpal. Okay, done. This question is important for governance and also important for ethics and polity.